प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्मणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते.
Prakriti we have seen earlier also. It means nature. Nature coming from what? From the Trigunatmika Maya. The Trigunas. Tamas, Rajas, Sattva. And that which leads to that Maya. That nature, that Prakriti which comes from that. In the Shvetashvatar Upanishad, it says, Mayam Prakritim Vidyat Cha Mayinam Maheshwaram. Vidyat, please know, Mayam, that Maya is the force of nature, Prakriti. And, Cha is and, Mayinam Maheshwaram. The master of Maya is the great Lord. This is in the Upanishad. So, this Prakriti, not to be confused with Swabhava. Swabhava is nature of the individual. The nature of the individual comes from the body-mind-intellect paradigm. This Prakriti, this nature, this basal nature comes from the Tamas, Rajas, Sattva paradigm of creation. So that Prakriti, Karmani Sarvashaha, actions of all kinds of actions. Kriyamanani, whatever is being done, whatever is being performed, Gunaihi, is by the qualities arising from Prakriti. Whatever is being done, whatever you see that are happening of the qualities that arise from the qualities of nature from Tamas, Rajas, Sattva. The Gunai, the body, mind and intellect Guna, the Swabhava, that arises from the Prakriti, which is the Tamas, Rajas, Sattva. And the mind and the intellect, which is the Manas and the Buddhi, that comes from the Sattva part of Prakriti. And the body, the Karmendriyas, that comes from the Rajas and Tamas part of Prakriti. The Jnanendriyas from the Sattvic part of Prakriti and the Karmendriyas from the Rajas and Tamas part of Prakriti. So what did Bhagavan just say? He said that all actions of every single kind that we see around us, performed by any element of creation, that come and are done because of the gunas that come from Prakriti. However, the Vimudhatma, who is the Vimudhatma? Vimudhatma is a person who is deluded by ahankara, by ego. Here, the delusion is from ego, not from attachment, from ego. That person, manyate, believes that I am the karta, I am the doer. We all think that we are doing, but things are actually happening, is what Bhagavan is saying here. The deluded people perform all their actions thinking that they are the doer. And because of that, they get attached to the action. And not only to the action, to the results also. Another one of my favorites, Stephen Hawking, right? So what I've done is, while preparing for these, I've tried to couple of these personalities, like I've quoted examples of Roger Federer a number of times. These modern, current era personalities, Roger Federer, Stephen Hawking, how they go about their lives, what they do, how they do, and how does this link to what we are reading in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Stephen Hawking, the world famous scientist, he says that his father wanted him to become a doctor, but I chose to be a physicist. And then he says, but did I make that choice, or was my path predetermined? Now, please remember that Stephen Hawking is essentially a non-believer. But he's making this statement to prove his point. But I also twisted it a little bit. So please bear with me there to prove our point. So scientists, and this is, by the way, Stephen Hawking continuing to say, scientists have discovered that our decisions to do something, decision to do something. What is it that Bhagavan used there? Kartaham is the doer. Kriyamanani. Kriyamanani is the decision to do something. Kriyamanani is whatever is done. So our decision to do anything, our decision to do something can be affected by many things that are not in our control. Scientists have discovered this. For example, we plan an outdoor party. And we plan an outdoor party because of beautiful weather, amazingly awesome weather. The weather prediction is really good. The day looks fantastic. But what happens during the party, before we have reached the middle of the party, or at this middle of the party, the skies darken and it starts pouring. Possibly, in fact, Stephen Hawking says a butterfly flapped its wings too hard. If we think that is atrocious, a small butterfly cannot influence, maybe it was an eagle, maybe it was a flock of geese, something, a tiny variable that was introduced which had major consequences. So we actually had a company party a few years ago, Diwali party, and everyone was decked up in the best attire, extremely expensive, costly clothes and all that. And we had planned an outdoor party, and lo and behold, started raining, pouring down. So people were like taken aback because the least expected, and pouring down meaning what? The skies came down, that kind of rain. So some people stayed inside the hall and sulked, and some people didn't give a bother about their clothes or whatever they were wearing, and there was a rain dance happening. It was a beautiful experience for those people. So the mind is like the weather inside our heads. So the weather can be achieved by a butterfly flapping its wings, some variable that gets introduced. Similarly, free will of the human being is something that simply happens when this complex system inside our head, in the brain, that faces a choice. Beautifully put by Stephen Hawking, and very similar to what Bhagavan Sri Krishna is bringing out here. Now, medical science has also progressed so much. Brain surgeries to fix certain neurological disorders in today's modern science are being performed while the patient is conscious. And a small electrical volt, 3.5 volt charge, when placed in the right spot in the brain, can make the patient do various things. So either the patient can raise the hand or count with fingers, the patient can twitch the mouth, raise a leg, and the patient may think that I'm the one I'm wanting to count, so I'm counting. But actually what is happening? The doctor is placing a volt at a spot which is making it happen. So while the patient thinks that he is doing it, it's actually the doctor, the surgeon, who is making him do what he is doing. So truly intriguing, modern science is now making discoveries that have been spoken about in our scriptures eons ago. Truly intriguing. So we may be thinking that we are doing everything or something, but it is actually some other force that is making it happen. If we keep peeling an onion, it's a beautiful example. If we keep, Sri Ramakrishna gives, if we keep peeling an onion layer by layer by layer, the skin keeps coming out and eventually there's nothing. The onion is not there. It is the same thing with the ego. As we dismember the ego layer by layer, at some point in time, eventually the aspect of I am the doer, that disappears. Till then, attachment to action, attachment to results remain. Now Bhagavan comes to, in contrast,